Welcome back to Coding Drift. Have you ever wondered how to create viral videos like this?
I cannot believe how beautiful this beach is. Look at the colors in the sky and the water. It's paradise.
You might have seen a lot of videos like this in social media. Have you ever wondered how we can create this? In today's video, we will be creating a workflow to automate this. So we will be using AutoGen as well as Google's Veo 3 model. So AutoGen will be used for creating the AI agent workflow, and we will be using Veo 3 for creating the video. AutoGen comes with different modules: the core module, the agent chat module, and extensions. We are in the version 0.7. There are significant changes from version 0.2 to 0.4. Ensure that you are in the 0.7 version. So I'll create a folder called YT AutoGen. I'll navigate to that folder and I will open this folder in Cursor. First thing first, let us have the virtual environment created. If you don't have UV, go ahead and install by running pip install UV. So I'll run UV init and I'll create the virtual environment by running UV venv dot venv. Now let me activate this by running this command. First, let us create a basic chat. For that, let us install the core package. I'll run UV add AutoGen core. I will also install OpenAI extension. This is required to supply the model to the AutoGen. If you want to use any other model like Azure, you can use those extensions. You can go to extensions and find what are all the extensions available. I will also install .env and I'll create a env file as usual. Copy paste your OpenAI API key here. So OpenAI API key, paste your key here. So I have saved mine. Now let us do some imports. So from AutoGen core models, I'm importing user message. And from the extensions, I'm importing OpenAI chat completion client. AutoGen uses async await syntax, so we need asyncio. Okay, first let us load the environment variables. Now let me define the main function. This has to be an async function. I'll create a client here. So the client is equal to OpenAI chat completion client. And we need to pass the model here. I'll pass the model as GPT-4o mini. Next, we can get the result by calling await of client.create. In an array, we need to pass the user message. So the content will be what is the capital of Italy. I'll give the source as user since user is asking this question. I'll print the result and I'll close the client. And finally, I'll call this function. Let us run this and see. So I'll run uv run one underscore basic chat.py. So it has finished execution and it is printing the capital of Italy's Rome. So this is basic chat. Next, let us see how we can create basic agent. I'll copy paste this line from here. Now we need to install the agent chat package. So I'll go to installation. I'll copy this and I'll run uv add autogen-agent chat. From the install package, I will import assistant agent. So this assistant agent, right? This is a generic agent. We can use it for conversations. In this example, we'll demonstrate basic tool usage. So I'll write a web search function. This is a dummy function. We will not be doing any actual web search here. And I'll have the main function and I'll create an OpenAI client here. And this is how we can create an agent. To agent assistant, you need to pass the name, the model client, and what are all the tools available, and the system message. So this system message will help in giving context to the agent. Now we'll call the agent.run function and we'll pass the task. And result.message will have multiple messages. So we will access the last message. And finally, let us run this using asyncio. Now I will run uv run 2 underscore basic agent. So as expected, right, it is returning whatever this web search tool is returning. If you want to see all the details, right, you can print this result and check. As you can see here, right, it has made the tool call for this web search function. So coming to extensions, right, there are other agents like Websurf for agent. So next, let us see about Websurf for agent. So let me create a file called Websurf agent. I'll copy paste the imports. We have already installed all these packages. Now I'll create an agent that is multimodal web surfer. This will be used to launch a browser and navigate to a particular web page and access the content of that page. Next, I'll define a team. We have only one agent in our team. We can pass multiple agents. This round robin group chat, right? The message context will be passed to each agent in a round robin fashion so that agents can communicate with each other. Now I'll have the main function where I will create the stream. Since this is a long running task, right, we will run the stream and we will output the stream to the console and we will finally close the agent. So I'm giving it a task to go to Agentic AI Wikipedia and summarize that page. So let us run this. Here we run 3 underscore websurf agent. You will get this error playwright is not found. So we need to install playwright. For that I'll run uv add playwright. Let me run the websurf agent again. Okay, we haven't called the main function here. So we need to call async your dot run of main. If you're running for the first time, you might get error that the playwright is not found. So you'll have to run this command uv run playwright install. So playwright will download all the required browsers and install them. As you can see, right, the browser is opened automatically. Now it will search for agentic AI. It has navigated to Wikipedia and it is reading the contents. Once it has finished reading, right, it has summarized the contents. And welcome to the final part where we'll be creating viral AI videos. For that, you'll have to create a Google account. If you already have Google account, then create a new one because new Google accounts will get $300 credit for 90 days. So that credits you can use to create VO3 videos for free. Once you are registered, right, you will get a message like this to start your trial and get the $300 credit. So click on start for free. You'll be asked to enter your payment details, but you will not be charged. Once you're signed up to Google Cloud, right, go to Vertex AI and click on Vertex AI Studio. Here click on Generate Media and select Veo. Here they have given all the model settings. So I'll be choosing Veo 3.1 fast preview. This is faster and it costs less. You can select the aspect ratio. I'll select number of results as 1. 8 seconds is the maximum video length you can create as of now. If you want, you can go for a 1080p version. So I'll give this prompt: an orangutan learning to play the piano. Soft notes, then a sudden flawless melody fills the room. So let us see what it creates. It takes about 1 minute to create the video. So I'll come back when it is done. So it has generated the video. Let me maximize this and play it. So it has generated a beautiful video. Now let us go ahead and automate this. So you can click on get code here. Before that, you'll have to create an API key. If you don't have any API key, it will ask here to create the API key. Also, it will show a banner like this. So you can click on enable API button and enable the API. So it will create a API key for you. And one more thing is you have to install the Google Cloud SDK. So you can click on install. It will download a package. You can install it. Once installed, right, you can run this auth command. It will ask for project. You can give this project whatever is coming here in the URL for you. And there is a bash code to run this. What I have done, right, I have copied this and given this to cursor to generate a util function so that it can call VO3 models. So this is the util that is created. Don't worry about this code. You will find a link in the description below so that you can open and check this code. I'll quickly walk through this code. This is the project ID, location ID, API endpoint, and model ID. This you can copy from here. Then the video parameter, what is the aspect ratio, how many videos you want, what is the duration, and all those parameters. Again, this is coming from here. Then we have a make API request. This is just to make this HTTP request. So what this code will do, right? It will send the prompt to the Vertex AI and get the operation ID. So since it takes 1 minute, right? We need to constantly poll and check whether the job has finished. So this is the code for that. Again, I have converted this to Python util. So that is this check operation status. It will run a while loop and it will call the API to check the status. Once it is done right, it will return the response data. So that's it about this util. Now let me create video generator. First let us do all the imports. Now I'll create a client and I will have three different agents. One is idea agent, next is prompt agent, and the third one is video agent. So this is the idea agent. I'm passing the name, model client, and system message. In system message, I'm telling it what it is supposed to do. Similarly, I'll have a prompt agent. This will get the idea from the idea agent and it will create the prompt for the VO3 model. So this AutoGen has something called graph flow. If you have watched my LangGraph video, right, it is similar to LangGraph. So there is a concept of nodes and connecting these nodes using edge and everything. Before creating the nodes and edges, we need to create the video agent. So it will be custom agent. This AutoGen supports custom agents. You can go through the documentation here. So I'll create a video agent, which will extend base chat agent. Whenever you are creating custom agent, right, you need to define these three functions. First is produce message types. You need to tell it what is the type of the message that will be produced. Next, we need to tell on reset what needs to be done. I'll not do anything. Next is the on messages function. So we need to get the prompt. Messages will be an array, so we'll get the last message. And I'll just print the prompt. Next, I'll make the API request to Gemini using the prompt. I'll get the operation ID. Next, I need to pass the operation ID to check operation status. I'll get the operation status. I'll check if it is done. If it is done, right, if from the documentation you can see it will be in base64 encoded format. So we need to decode that. So we are doing that decoding here and we are generating a file name based on time and we are saving the video contents to this file. Finally, we are responding with the message that video is generated successfully and it is saved to this path. So let us create a video gen agent from this video agent class. Now let us build the graph using digraph builder. Builder equal to digraph builder and I will add all the three nodes idea agent, prompt agent and video agent and I will add the edges one from idea agent to prompt agent and then prompt agent to video generate agent and I will build the graph and finally I'll create a flow using graph flow and I'll pass the participants as builder.getParticipants. Now we have the run workflow function. Here we are running flow.run and we are giving the task create a viral short video concept about the topic and we are printing the message whatever is returned from this graph and I'll say topic as animal and finally I will run async your.run of run workflow and pass the topic. Let us run this. UV run 4 underscore video generator. Okay, we haven't saved the API key. So what we need to do, right? Run this command gcloud auth print access token. So this will print the access token. Copy that access token and create a new variable Google access token here in your env file and paste it here. This is required because we are using this access token in this make API request function. Now let us run this again. So it is getting the operation ID. It is waiting for the video generation to complete. This usually takes about a minute. One thing to remember about the token is it's short-lived. So you'll have to renew this token frequently. Also remember to create this videos folder. This is where your videos will be saved. So it has completed the video generation. Let us go ahead and see the video. As you can see, this was the idea. Dog surprise reaction to mirror reflection and it will generate the description. You can use this to post on social media and prompt agent has generated a nice prompt. You can give more descriptive topic. I'll say cat and dog talking to each other. Let us run this and check what it generates. So it has generated, let me play this.
The humans actually believe we can't open the treat cupboard. Swear to the kibble gods. Look.
So that is about AutoGen. Hope you like this one. There is something called AutoGen Studio, which will help you create drag and drop agentic flows. You can explore it yourself. If you want a separate video on this, do let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.